Hello, thanks for joining me. My time in Chios has come to an end, but not before I share with you a bit more of the natural beauty that this Greek island has to offer. In my previous two videos, I shared some of the highlights during this weekend getaway, but without a doubt, one of those was the stunning landscape of Chios. We had a chance to visit in mid-September, and the weather at this time was absolutely perfect, especially if you plan on taking advantage of any of the pristine beaches that there are here. Some of our friends we were traveling with are beach enthusiasts, and they did a really great job on taking us to possibly one of the prettiest beaches I've ever seen. Located just a short 10-minute drive from the village of Olympi is Agia Dynami beach, I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhat correctly, and it's situated on the southwest shore of the island. There was a small parking lot, but it was practically empty when we arrived. And although this beach does have a changing station, it does lack other amenities like bathrooms, so just keep that in mind if you visit. But regardless, you won't regret coming here. Chios is best known for its production of mastic. Mastic is a type of resin that comes from the mastic tree, which is only found on the island. And to this day, mastic is the dominant force in the island's economy, and there's no avoiding it if you come and visit. After chewing the resin, it turns into a gum, and I know that even in Turkish they call the island of Chios Sakız, Adası, which simply means gum island, and although the mastic resin is most commonly known as a gum product, it has many different uses, and it's frequently added to bath and body products, it's used in cooking and various food products, and it's even taken as a supplement for its health benefits. Although you can see these distinct trees dominating the landscape in the south of the island, you should really visit the Mastic Museum to get a better sense of how important mastic is to Chios. The museum is located about 15 miles from the city of Chios, just outside of the village of Pyrgi. It was built back in 2016, and it's placed among the mastic trees in the countryside. An entrance is only €4, so I thought it was really reasonably priced. I was really impressed with how informative and well kept the museum was, and the main building was bright and open to the surrounding mastic trees in the countryside, so it made you feel especially immersed in the experience. The museum did a wonderful job showing how the mastic resin is produced and collected. Initially, cuts are made into the tree, and then over time the resin will start to drip out, and these are actually referred to as the tears of Chios. The dry climate in the south of the island allows the resin to harden and then fall off. However, if the weather is too wet, it can actually ruin the resin. A layer of limestone powder is placed around the base of the tree, and this is called its table, and this layer helps to keep a clean area for the resin to fall onto. After roughly 10 to 20 days, the resin hardens, and any that doesn't fall off will be collected by hand from the tree. And each tree only produces about 150 to 180 grams of mastic per year on average, which isn't very much, so it's easy to see why these trees are so precious. The collection and cleaning of mastic is a very time-consuming process, and one that's traditionally done by the women of the villages in this area. The museum had excerpts from interviews with local women who seemed to look back fondly on their time working with mastic, saying that these women that they stayed up all night with cleaning the mastic became lifelong friends. One of the nicest parts of the museum was the outdoor walk you could do through the mastic field. They set up a nice path to walk along with signage, giving details of the step-by-step process of the mastic production. I thought it was a really great way to complement the information that you had just previously learned in the museum. At the end of the museum, there was a little cafe with outdoor seating overlooking the countryside, as well as a small gift shop that was tidy and it sold a plethora of Mastic products. Overall, I'd give this museum a solid 5 stars. It was excellent. One last stop on this little Chios getaway was to Mavra Volia Beach on the southeast of the island. This beach is famous for its black volcanic rocks that give it such a unique look. The rocks are actually quite large but rounded, so they're not too rough on the feet, but I'd still be sure to bring some sandals to make walking a little bit easier. The beach was large, and we got there closer to sunset when most people had left for the day, so it was like you had the whole place to yourself practically. I didn't bring my suit this time to go swimming, but the water was clear and warm. It was another perfect Greek beach. Unfortunately, the trip to Chios had to come to an end. It was a really fabulous weekend getaway, and I was glad to be able to spend time with some of our Turkish friends and some of our friends visiting from the US. Chios has easily been added to my list of favorite destinations, and I can't wait to visit again, so I'm glad it's nearby. Although I don't have any further videos coming from Chios, I have lots more coming to you from back here in Turkey, including some very exciting changes in our near future. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel to stay up to date, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks!